So at the end of the day, we're in a, what is it, 3 floors, and the basement, I don't know what's going on, but all I know is that this radiator is going to get removed and it's going to get replaced with the furnace and just heat and ductwork, right? And upstairs unit, they already have an air handler, but the air handler is just AC, but the ductwork and all that stuff is already there. So all we're going to do is run a gas line from here all the way up to the attic. And exhaust también, ¿no, Pops?
No, it's going to be 9%.
Okay.
It's going to be 90%.
So new exhaust o ya existe?
It's going to be venting outside.
Pero ya existe?
No.
Pues new exhaust.
No exhaust.
So we're gonna put a furnace in the attic. It's gonna have a new exhaust. Currently he only has an air handler. If anything, I'll take you guys there. This is just the before. Just the before. And they're gonna remove this, and it's completely new. But they're gonna remove it. That's fine. Today I'm just helping. But this is what they're working on. You need that stand if you're gonna thread pipes, and then they got the die, and then they got the pipes ready. So at the end of the day, we're gonna send a pipe from basement 2 floors up. So this is technically the 3rd floor. So they have a dead space back here, and we're gonna remove. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be in the attic when they told me. Man, I'm out of breath. I also brought my heater. They got these, but I brought this guy right here just to make sure we're okay. So at the end of the day, this is technically just an air handler, which means that it has a coil and a fan built inside, and it's only for air conditioner. So we're gonna take it out and put a furnace in here, and then the guy's gonna run the gas line from underneath so we can connect it and turn it on. And we're gonna run a brand new exhaust also. Technically, that's what the customer wanted. Possibly the same thing from yesterday. It looks like they've been repairing. It looks like the radiator's been leaking, and I think they might have just thought it might have been easier to just convert over to furnace and ductwork. All right, so technically the line set is disconnected. The one good thing about these air handlers is there's not that much stuff. So line set out of there, the electricals out of there. Drain, all you gotta do is really cut it. The only other thing is to disconnect the return sheet metal from the furnace and the supply sheet metal, which is just a quick thing. And then I gotta measure the new length and see if we gotta add or subtract. Ideally, hopefully subtract. That way you can just place it in there, and then you just gotta add a little bit of gap. Subtracting is always better than adding. Adding, or if the new furnace was to be bigger, then we would have to cut this to accommodate that. But if it's smaller, when we take this in, the new one fits in smooth, and we keep moving. Oh, and another thing, this power, I'm not sure what this brand or model, but this power was a 20 amp 220. This wasn't the typical 110 setup, so we might have to convert it, but we'll find out later. Yeah, technically this is another tool for the bag part 3 for these tight corners. Look, these are in tight corners. You got this wood in the way. I tried using this guy, but the head is too wide. It's too wide, and the screw is too close. But technically, that's also a tool. If you guys want to see it in action, right here, right there, baby. All right, so since there's no play here whatsoever, we're just gonna take off this ductwork right here. We took out both S clips, these guys right here. We just and then it should just come apart. You see? We'll take this out, and then this actually solve all our problems. Now this will be out the way, and then we have space to slide this out. The only variable is there might be screws underneath. We don't know, but we'll see. All right, so this is the new system that's going in. It's a basic. Hey, Pops, this is 80%? Eh? That's 80%? 90, no? I don't know. It's 80% this one. Hey, so this is another thing that usually, this happens to me too all the time, man. Where you, sometimes when they give you a good price and it's too good to be true, make sure they're giving you exactly what it is. But this is that's 80% porque no se ven secondary. Los pins abajo. This is 80% for, I don't know if they're gonna swap this back out for 90%. Oh, and these cardboards are good to keep in the car, because look.
Oh, ya entré la cinta. Así damos aprendí hoy.
Aquí hay cinta mini pops. Alright, so we talked to the guy. He said forget it, just run with 80 because this house is gonna freeze up. They'll deal with it later. And technically, I think this is an insurance cost. I don't really think they care as long as they get the heat up here. And then yeah, so we're gonna start assembling this, and then we gotta figure out how the air filter is gonna go in there, because technically there's no air filter location unless we put it on the inside cabinet. I don't know. I'll show you guys, but we'll see. Air filter is gonna be a variable. Oh look, this is, oh man, ojalá no se rompa allá donde dejamos yo y David.
Es que mira, cuando tú haces uno de estos,
Yeah.
ya queda casi explotado el DC y que necesita cambiar todos. Nosotros le dimos una cuenta de 23 si quería cambiar todos los radiadores.
Pero luego los tubos adentro.
No, y luego eso le pusimos y los liquids additional cost. 23 por cambiar todos los radiadores. Y esto making sure everything is going to be fine.
Oh man.
Y
this is technically my attempt at making a filter box for the bottom of that system right there. Because at the end of the day, I need the filter to go in from top because there's no space in the front, and I don't really want them opening the door and all that other stuff. But technically, this is my attempt at one. I'm making a simple box. If you guys just check it out. So this is where the filter is going to be, right here. And then this is the lip that's going to go over the furnace. 1 inch on top of the furnace. Yep, and then obviously right here is going to be open. You'll see. Just get an idea. And then for this one, usually, since these don't reach all the way inside, I put this on the line. Then just a little bit behind. And then I just fold up like this. A little bit at a time. Alright, so this is a little bit of an idea of what's going on here. So this opening is going to actually be the opening that's inside of there. It should sit perfectly on this. And then this is a little bit thicker than the filter just to make sure it's plump. And technically when they change the filter, it's going to be through here, in and out. But yeah, this is... we're going to start sitting this in and finishing up this last transition. Alright guys, so team 1 is responsible for removing this and start sending that gas line upstairs to that attic. I'm not sure exactly where they're at or where they're not at, but I did see them. At the end of the day, they need just to get that gas up there. That's their job. Let me see. I'll show you guys. It's already almost 12:30, which is lunchtime. Today I'm just a helper. This isn't my job or none of that. I'm just helping my pops. Hey. I'm not sure if this is where they plan to send the gas line up. Possibly. We're in this corner over here. We're like right here. So I don't know how they plan on getting that gas up there. Oh, there's nothing here. Yeah, there's nothing here. So that's team 1. They're still working on that gas. At the end of the day, I just need that gas to get up there. And then for us, we ended up encountering a big... Well, I don't know if it's a big issue. It might be a big issue to some people. But this furnace is taller, so we got to modify some ductwork. Oh, perfecto. Once this is installed, it's going to tie half of this. So, tráete el sosa y corta esta madera. Okay. We're going to cut this out the way, and this is going to move over about a foot. Alright, so we got well, I don't know if it's a big problem. Maybe for some of you guys it might be. But the original ductwork, it was like right here. Oh, I already told you guys originally what happened. Okay, so for me, this is the solution, right? From right here, I'm going to cap it off. This thing is still going to go here, and then I'm going to come out the bottom too. So this bottom right here is just going to swoop into here. That way we could try to capture as much airflow as possible. Hey, I didn't install the ductwork. I didn't plan none of this. It was just here. So at the end of the day, however it was, it's going to go back in here. But I'm just giving you guys an update on the transition ductwork. This is where a lot of guys get stuck, honestly. But It's not rocket science. And yeah, I'll show you guys more in detail as we go there. I won't wait too long for the updates. But yeah, so far this is where we're at. And then the new guys, I'm gonna cap this off. It's gonna be like right here, and then I'll fix all this. All right, so this is the after lunch report. So I ended up clapping the area that, because you'll see the duck's gonna move over, right? So boom, this is a new spot right here. I ended up folding an L here just to receive this one, and then technically I ended up lowering a little bit just so we can get more airflow. And then my pops is already working on the exhaust for the B vent. We're running a B vent in here, which I don't know exactly how or where he's gonna run it, but he's over here. Yep, no. Yeah, so we're gonna start working that B vent too. And then the guys are running the gas downstairs. And then all I did was open up all these lips over here so that we have an edge. You see? That way I can drive some screws through here and secure it there. But usually when it's custom sheet metal, it's one piece at a time, because you'll see. But I'll try to bring you guys along as much as I can. So this is the update right now. Now I gotta address this part right here. At the end of the day, I want to make all this a box right here. And then once that's done, then I'll work on this square piece right here. Right now they're running on they're working on getting that exhaust over here so we can. Technically that flashing covers a lot, so if you don't have a hole saw, as long as you get a hole in there, that's all that really matters. Yeah. But they're working on the exhaust right now. Like I said, that doesn't have to be all perfectly round. We need a big spot because we need to be able to move and stuff like that. And then for over here, I'm still working over here on assembling this box back here. I'll show you guys after. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. And you see how it's big enough so that you can get a little play? No, we're good. This is good. The flashing will cover that hole anyways. No one cares about that. You see that flashing right there? Right there.
You got enough over there?
¿Lo quieres subir a little more? Ahí, right there. You see that? Beautiful, man. So right there into here. And then this is the progress over here. I'm still working on this. This moves a little front. I'm gonna nail it right there. And then I'm gonna do the same box over here, patch up over here, the bottom. And then I'll have a nice square here. All right, so this is the progress so far. I got about, it's already 3 o'clock. I just got to make this last transition from here into there. And then once I get that in there, we should be good to go. Hopefully 2 hours. I got 2 hours to finish this, guys. It's 3 o'clock. I got to get out here at 5. So this is, I'm going to start cutting. I'm going to cut the bottom square and I'm going to cut the top square right now. 23 by 23, both of them. And then we'll see what we'll do. I'm not sure if I'm going to go like this, and then like this, or if I'm going to go like this. But I will figure out once everything's cut and placed in there. But this is the progress right now. And usually something like this stops a lot of guys because they don't know how to address situations like this. So hopefully you guys learned something. All right, so this is another update. Yeah, I want to show you guys how I get this line right here perfectly. So obviously this right here is a straight line because it comes from the factory, right? So look, I'll nail it right here. You see that S-clip right there? I'll see if I can show you guys. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can see. Look, I'll run this marker right next to it right here. That'll give me my line. So I scribed next to the S-clip, and technically this is my line, and that S-clip is only 1 inch thick. So you see these two holes right here, this one, I'll line it up, and then this will be my real line. So this is what I gotta cut. And by doing this method, you're able to account for any angles. I'll show you guys. So this is what I'm gonna have to cut right now, and it should slide in there perfectly. Alright, so this is after the line. You see how I was able to slide it in, match the angle, and I'm also able to keep this straight, which is, worst case you don't do it, you're gonna start getting weird things like this. And then I'll put that one screw back in here, and then I'll start tracing this other line to match this angle right here, which is 14, and then connect them across, and that's my line. Okay, the wall's chopped up. This is the progress over here. Progress. I just gotta do this last thing right here, and then do this front end, and then just make a quick cap for that, and that's it. I'm done.
No, hay que apretar primero, hay que apretar todo. Apriétalo para allá. Para después nosotros lo ahí. Aquí lo trae. Aprieta, pero falta que entonces de madre viejo.
This is the last piece. Hopefully you guys know what S-clips are. These are S-clips. I could just slide it all in. And then that's it. I'm working on the gas line right now. You see the drip leg. I'm gonna make a cover for that filter, and we're out of here. On the top, I just put 2 screws. This is just today. They'll come back and finish everything up tomorrow. But the gas is already in. The electric, we're gonna use the same one. This is 80%, so there's no drain. This they'll finish tomorrow. If you haven't, like I said, if you have an account at a supply house, buy your material there. It's like 3 times cheaper. And that's it. We're wrapping up. Hey guys, I'm gonna give you guys a few final updates real quick. This right here, something like this, I'm still modifying it, but something like this is gonna come over here for the filter. I still gotta finish modifying it. It's not gonna be this long. Okay. Ahí está.
Sí.
Airflow.
Déjame ver.
Oh, okay.
De todas maneras, allá quedó apretado en aquel lado. Es lo que tiene la... Allá quedó apretado. Allá quedó apretado, es por eso. Espérate. Y ahorita le hago allí. A ver. Quítalo.
Yeah, we got some metal that's hidden on the bottom.
Quítalo.
But compared to how they had it before, this is still an improvement. We're just going to bend the little metal back. ¿Quieres mover la sistema para acá a little bit?
Espérate.
Pop.
Espérate.
Alright, so at the end of the day, this will be something similar to how we're going to cover up this filter. It's not the best thing, but for their little weird situation, it'll work. I don't know if they're going to put tape here. Oh, puedes poner tape y nada más que lo abran para atrás. Just like that, right? And then... Okay. That's it, and then this is the gas, and then all the electric and all this other stuff. Alright, so and then when it's time to go, I just make sure I got everything in here. Boom, boom. All my screwdrivers. Boom, boom. My bits. I already lost the bit. Yeah, that's it.